again everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And Chris and I are on a pensioners weekends fishing adventure, and we've come down for a weekend staying with some friends of Chris's in Bournemouth, and today we're fishing the Milford Shingle bank, and it looks absolutely lovely. And later on this afternoon we're going to be joined by Tom Bagnall from Christchurch Angling, who a lot of you may know. He's going to show us how it's done, as it's a pretty new venue for us, and we've arrived probably far too early. We're a neapy tide, just on low water now, so we're going to be fishing the flood for a few hours and then the ebb as it gets dark. And what I gather, the ebb is better than the flood, but that will be sort of into darkness, which should be good. So initially just going to be scratching. I've got a 3-hook 2 up 1 down flapper, a size 2 camisane D940 short shanks, a bit of rag and some floaty beads. Got some lovely bait from Tom at his angling shop, and together with the rag we've got a bit of mackerel to tip off the baits, a bit of squid, and that's it. Oh, and a few crab, sorry, because apparently there are a few smoothounds still around, but that will probably be for later on. The tide hasn't really started to pull. Apparently it pulls really hard here on the flood, but perhaps negated slightly by the neapiness of the tide. Just lobbed it out about 50 yards. There's currently no weed issues, which is good. Chris and I fished here once about 20 years ago. We walked to the end to Hurst Castle. I haven't been back since, so it's lovely. I'm going to get the other rod set up. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to fish on that at the moment, but for the moment I'm just happy with one rod. Lovely day, first really nice sunny day for some time. Well, that's the rig I'm using there, just a simple 2 up 1 down flapper, half a ragworm, tipped with a bit of mackerel, and just a gentle sort of 50-yard lob really. Don't think there's any need to cast any further than that. And out a bit of line, let it bed in a bit. And you see it's really pulling round. Just don't think at the moment there's any significant numbers of fish in front of us. I think that will change when it starts to ebb and we lose the bright sunshine. That's the hope anyway. Well, a fishless first hour. Baits are coming back untouched. A little bit of weed out there, but nothing to worry about. I think Tom's due down in about half an hour or so, so we'll pick his brains and no doubt he'll show us how it's done. I think when you're fishing venues you're not used to, advice from someone who's local is invaluable. But it could just be that there's nothing here at the moment tide's pulling really strongly left, and it is very bright at the moment. I do like this.
Everyone always says to me, "What's your favourite bit of kit?"
Yes.
They always expect me to say, that is the best bit of kit I own by far.
Yeah.
It's just
Yes. It's nice. I like it. Yeah.
Losing stuff.
Yeah. No.
Absolutely. Yeah. It goes everywhere in the world with me. I must admit. One of those little things, because with that and that, it's sort of 100 odd quid. Well, it's about 100 quid for the kit, which puts a lot of people off buying it.
Yes.
But it is one of those things that as soon as you buy it, you think, I should have bought those years ago.
Yeah, I get that. Wouldn't be any good on Bream, but...
I took it to... Where did Wayne tell me? Minehead.
Oh yes.
And I must admit, as soon as that tyre started flooding,
yes,
I regret it.
Yes.
Did I regret it? It was a pain in the bum to have.
Yes.
Because you're picking up everything and walking back every 30 seconds.
Which mark in Minehead did you fish?
White mark.
Oh yes. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
I had a nice, eventually, after I got through the 964 dogfish,
yes,
to catch a nice small light.
Yeah.
But no, I quite enjoyed the walk. It was good.
It's a bit of a bugger of a walk over those rocks though, isn't it?
Yes, ankle breakers.
Oh, absolutely, especially when you've got a heavy pack.
Yeah.
You overbalance so easily, don't you?
Notorious overpacker. I'm just going to start on a bit of mackerel, I think, just to see judge things. Keep it simple. I'll keep baits relatively small.
Do you find the Bream take just straight mackerel very often?
Yes. Yeah, I fish a lot of just mackerel.
Do you?
I don't know why I hesitated there. Yes, I do.
You do? Yeah.
Simple, isn't it?
So 3-hook flapper.
3-hook flapper, 2 up, 1 down. I've got size. Is this a size 2?
You wouldn't know it, would you? Yeah.
It's one of those things. Two of my big bugbears in the fishing trade in this country, especially. We all buy line on breaking strain, which we shouldn't. We should buy line on diameter.
Yes.
That's completely wrong.
Yeah.
And hook sizes. I think
they're all different, aren't they?
Again.
Yeah.
And just buy everything. You know, let's say that's a 12mm gate, for example.
Yeah.
If you buy a hook with a 12mm gate, a 10mm gate, an 8mm gate, you know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Whereas I could pick probably 5 different patterns to size 2 and they'll all be completely different. So that number 2 was almost meaningless. But that would involve starting again. And I think we're too far into it now. I'm a cube man as well, not a long strip man.
I've noticed that.
There's Ian Gold, who I admired greatly when I was growing up, told me that when I was a kid.
Yep.
And I've always stuck with it. Again, like I said earlier with the pecky feeding fish.
Yes.
I think why give them a load of bait for them to chew on without a bit of hooking?
Yep.
I'm a bit mean. I think well, if it's going to have a chew, I want it to have a hooking.
Yeah. So. I loved your video catching on 1 mackerel.
Yes.
I thought that was brilliant.
That was really well received. Because we do sometimes spend ridiculous amounts of money on bait, don't we?
Well, I've just done it in your shop this morning. You'll be pleased to hear.
Yes. I did order a relatively modest amount for you. It's not my fault you blew the budget.
Well, you know, maybe once or twice a year, what you find is that you'll go to a venue and not have enough bait, and I hate that. There's nothing worse, is there?
Especially when you travel.
Yes.
When I'm fishing, especially like down Southbourne, which is 2 minutes from the shop, I'll take very, very small amounts of bait because I fish there all the time, so I kind of know exactly what I need.
Yeah.
And also, if I run out of bait, it doesn't matter, I can go back the next day, the day after. But when you've travelled a long way to fish somewhere, you'll always take tons of bait when you, just in case. You don't want to run out, do you?
No, absolutely not. Sorry, I'll get out of your way.
Look at upside, that's a bit of liner. I'll probably regret that.
Well, there's not a lot of weed out there.
No.
Right, well, Tom's arrived. The sun is starting to lose its power. I've moved just a little bit further down the beach. A lovely vista. You've got obviously Isle of Wight and the Needles over there. Right hand rod, I'm persisting with the free hook flapper with the pop-ups. I've actually pinched one of Tom's home tide rigs for that. And on the left hand rod I've got a drop down pulley and a crab. But as yet, nada. Hey, Chris. Look what he's caught.
Look at this YouTubers videoing YouTubers.
YouTubers videoing YouTubers.
What is that, sir?
That is a codling.
I'm sorry, but you can't catch those. This is a Bream feature. Would you mind picking that back? A bona fide codling. I went all the way to Codling to catch one smaller than that.
Oh well, there we go. I didn't think, and of course he's got a fag in his mouth. As you, I've been having an absolute nightmare. Just had a crack off. Just when the fish start feeding. Tom's had a couple of bream. Actually, that looks like a bit of a breamy bite there, doesn't it? I'm going to have that in out. There's a bite. Yes, I've caught a fish, a bream. Well done me. I'm going to show that off to my mate. I'm going to show. Look at that for a sunset. There you go, bream number 2. Come on. There you go guys, a lovely double shot of bream there. Both big, fat, juicy fish, and they're keepers. The fishing's really taken off since the tide started to ebb. So we're going to keep going, hope for some more. Excellent. Lovely now. There's my little mate Darren with,
there we go.
with a smoothie.
My smoothie?
No, no, not your smoothie.
Yeah, look, I'll give him a hug for you.
There you go.
Well done, Ian.
Well, that's another species, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, on the dongle of the whole squid. Thanks, Darren.
Nailed.
Pop him back. Or her.
Oh, it's a boy.
It's a boy. It's a boy. Cheers, mate. Well, I just had that smoothound, and next bite, a dogfish. But ups the species count, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. We're doing quite well. Well, here we are the next morning, and we're back on the Milford Shingle bank. 10 o'clock and it's just starting to ebb, which is perfect, and you can see that the conditions are significantly better than yesterday. Well, the yesterday was nice, but the sea is already flat. So we're hoping for some bream. We had a lovely night last night, say about 8 bream, codling, hound, dogs and a couple of eels. Right, I'm eager to get this one out. So same idea as yesterday. 3 hook flapper, 2 up, 1 down, small bit of rag, floaty beads. That looks absolutely lovely. Looks nice, doesn't it, Chris? Right. Looks nice.
Yeah. I've had 2 bites already.
You've had a knock already, have you? Oh, that's encouraging. Oh, what a morning. Oh, there you go, look at that. I'm in straight away, Chris. Yeah. Wow. God, he banged that right over. Snaggy again out there. Yeah, it is a bream. Got to keep it moving. There's snags all along this beach, isn't there? That didn't take long. 30 seconds, I reckon. Brilliant. Oh, an absolute beauty. Chris's turn. You've got to keep it moving over those little snags close in, haven't you? They're feisty little fighters, aren't they, Bream? Well then, sir. What sort of range was that?
As far as I could chuck it.
As far as you could chuck it, about 30 yards then.
Yeah.
Well done.
Size 6 chinoo.
Yeah. Well done. You little devil.
smaller, this one.
Oh yeah, a baba.
Baba. He was flicking away.
Oh, there he is, he's off. Good release. Another nice bream. Okay, mate, you're going back. It's your lucky day. Crikey, he's well in. He wasn't gonna get off. Whoa, he's away. So it's been quite successful. We have lost a bit of tide, but that was the first bite for about half an hour. But yeah, there's a lagoon behind the beach here, and it's full of mullet and bass. So I think in a little while I might just take a light spinning rod and a crab and have a little splodge in there with some light tackle. That was a good knock. It's great fun, isn't it? It's great fun. Nice. Oh, did I miss it? Could do with them being a little bit bigger. All right, matey. Right, so Chris and I have now come into the lee of Milford Shingle, into the little sort of inlet really, and I've just got my sort of 2 pound Tesco carp rod, a little earth rig, size 1 hook and half a peeler crab, and I'm just gonna, and a very lightweight, I'm just gonna lob that out. Look at the mullet there, blimey, into the middle. Just pop it down gently and just let any tide that's out there just sort of move it, I think.
You've done half a crab.
Yeah, I've given you half a crab, Chris. I don't think you want to go much bigger than that, mate. I reckon I've got a little one on there.
Oh,
No, maybe not. No.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty sure. I've just picked up some weed, I think, on the way in.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're just back from a rather fruitless hour and a half over the back of the beach chasing a bass. All we caught was weed, unfortunately, and we've come back over the top to be greeted by a huge change in conditions. The wind's howling in and it's just past low now, so it's starting to pull left, and to be quite honest, in these conditions with this wind and the tide that will soon become apparent, it's going to be pretty unfishable pretty quickly, I think. So we're going to give it a length of time as yet undetermined. So fingers crossed we get some more action. Still got the same rigs, some pop-ups and small wormer hooks, rag, tipped with a bit of squid or mackerel. Let's see. Okay guys, that's it. The wind has increased, the tide's pulling, there's weed out there. We haven't had a bite for an hour. Time to get back in the car. But hope you've enjoyed it. We've had a thoroughly great weekend. It was lovely meeting Tom. We've caught some fish. Just give you a quick panoramic. Yeah, lovely. When we got down here this morning, it was so beautiful. Flat calm. Just shows you how quickly things can change. Okay, enough waffling. Thanks very much for watching. See you again soon. Take care and tight lines all. Bye.